Lent Day 43. Where are you vulnerable? And this is Jesus speaking. First, clean the inside of the cup and of the dish, so that the outside of it may be clean also. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you are like whitewashed tombs, which on the outside appear beautiful, but in the inside they are full of dead man's bones and all uncleanliness. Matthew chapter 23, verses 26 and 27. Quick view. We need to work from the inside out. We first need to purify our hearts. Then we can work to protect ourselves from outside threats. Question. Are we like the Pharisees? Whether we like to hear it or not, yes, we may be like the Pharisees. Jesus was addressing the fact that outwardly they were acting very pious and religious, but inside they needed a lot of work to clean their hearts and souls. Unfortunately, we may find ourselves in a similar situation. We try addressing an issue by attacking external influences and circumstances, which is good. However, we may not be attacking those things in our hearts that need to be purified by God's Holy Spirit. We need to do battle on both sides. If we only attack it externally, we may only have temporary protection. Attack it internally, and you will be stronger and more successful. Application. Joan's brother Jim is the chairman of the computer science department at Mount Vernon Nazarene University. Today I had an opportunity to talk with one of his classes. The subject was cybersecurity threats in the electric grid. I know, fascinating stuff. Well, during the discussion, I referenced an analogy that my colleagues had used to describe the types of electronic threats that companies face. It was the Tootsie Pop analogy. You need to have a hard outer shell to protect you from all sorts of external threats, especially with the internet. In the past, physical threats were more of a concern. The network did not reach that far. Now, the external threat can be from anywhere in the world. Computer hackers in China are trying to infiltrate the network here. There is massive technology being implemented to prevent this from occurring. Even though you may have that hard outside shell, you also need to be as concerned with vulnerabilities from within the walls of your company. Malicious activity from people, such as employees within the company, is as much of a concern. This may be intentional, as with discontent employees, or more so unintentional, human error, incorrect procedures, etc. Many companies are investing just as heavily to ensure safeguards are in place to protect from cyber security threats from within. This got me thinking about how I protect myself from threats to my heart and soul. A couple of weeks ago, when I had a virus on my computer, I discussed that we need to build firewalls between ourselves and sin. This is looking for protection from those external forces that are leading us towards sin. We need to put those safeguards in place. Avoidance of those places, situations, and even people that put us in vulnerable situations is great. But we can't stop there. We need to look internally. Where are you vulnerable? What do you need to get in order? It may be bitterness, greed, lust, pride, and this list can go on and on. Most of us know what our internal threats are. We need to address those before we attack our external threats. Where is your heart? What needs to be put in order? Do you need help? Don't ignore it and only focus on the outside shell. The Bible has help for anything that we need. Crack it open. If you don't know where to start, look at sites like BibleGateway.com or BibleHub.com. Talk to others. Go to a Christian bookstore. Seek help from the ministry. There are many, many resources. You just need to have that passion to start cleaning your heart. Once you do, you may not need to worry as much about that outer shell. You are protected. Remember the Tootsie Pop in your life. Lord, you are our protector. We need to battle those forces that want to destroy our relationship with you. We also need to purify our hearts to give us a firm foundation to serve you and to give you glory that only you deserve. Send us your Holy Spirit to open our eyes to our heart issues and to strengthen us to attack these through your word and through all of the resources that you provide us.